Yo, DC fam, welcome. You're watching DC Fanverse. Thank you guys for joining me. Right, guys, so who's the gold? Our predictions were right. Who will be the third member of the Shock team? And he is here. So let's look at his kit, guys, quickly. So, quite a lot of stuff in his kit. He is a agile support character. He's a superhero and goes under Justice League. He has shock, action bar progress, action bar knockback, buffs, self heal, multi target damage, counter attack, and dampen. Right, immediately first thought, dampen, shock, Mr. T. I don't know. But let's look at his alt. Gold Star Gambit. Booster rewinds time with Rip Hunter's machine. Deals 150% of attack as superpower damage to all enemies and adds 2 stacks of dampen for 2 turn and 10 stacks of shock to all enemies. Knockbacks them all 10% on the action bar. Immediately, superpower damage, dampen, shock, Mr. T. That's what I'm getting at. Also heals all damage that Booster Gold has taken since the start of the round. Okay, so you will be pushing him fast to ulting constantly. Time rewinds twice. Only knockback triggers a second time. Direct damage increases to 220. So, from what I just read, what I understand is at rank 10, level 3, the knockback will trigger twice, but the healing will trigger once, and the damage will be increased to 200%. Wow. I mean, overall, I mean, in face value, it's not hitting that hard, but it's what it's setting up. Pushing back action bar twice, that's 20% pushback. Shock on all enemies, 10 stack, and dampen. That's a lot set up for your next team to do with. And to mention the heal. Right, anyway, so his basic blasts an enemy 2 times. Each hit deals 70% of attack as superpower damage and applies 10 stack of shock. Again, another 10 stack of shock. Damage increases to 90%. Each hit applies 5 additional stacks of shock if the enemy already has any shock on them. So once again, level 10, so rank 10, level 3, he's applying 15 shock potentially. Of course, your other team members should be applying shock, so it should become 15. His advanced zap back. Skeet targets the enemy with the most shock. Deals 120% of attack as superpower damage and knocks them back 10% on the action bar. So again, more pushback. 75% chance to put the target's advanced and ultimate skills on a 1 turn cooldown. Oh. So we can push back the advanced and ultimate while 1 cooldown. Oh wow, this could be. Ooh, I could imagine if we push firestorm or something like that. Keep on pushing them back, not allow them to ult. That will be quite damaging for them. Can only be used if the enemy has stacks of shock. That means someone else in the team must be also applying shock for you to be able to use that, unless of course, yeah, no, you have to have the second person at least working in conjunction with him. That's the best way to get the most out of it. Because if the enemy has no shock on them, then you are not triggering this. Level 2, Skit knocks the target back 2 times. Damage increases to 140%. Level 3, 100% chance to put the target's advanced and ultimate skills on 1 turn cooldown. If the skill is already on a cooldown, then adds 1 on top of the old cooldown. Ooh, he is gonna be a problem. He is gonna be a problem. This much pushback. He will seriously be a problem. And mind you, characters like Absolute Wonder Woman, Lobo, who else? DCU Supergirl. They all have four rounds of cooldown they required. Can you imagine constantly pushing them back? They will never be able to ult. Oh, it sounds bad for him. Right, so his passive, Golden Rule, boost the gold, cannot be knocked back on the action bar. Well, there you go. You can't push him back. He's going to be pushing constantly everyone else back. If an enemy attempts to knock back boost the gold, he instead counterattacks them for 80% of the attack as super damage and applies 5 stacks of shock. Limit of 4 counter attacks per round. The counter attacked enemy is also knocked back 10% on the action bar, triggering their shock. So, more pushback. Literally, his entire kit is just continuous pushback. Right, the next one is product placement. At the start of each round, Skit films a product placement ad. Adds 3 stack of sturdy armor, recuperate, shelter to all allies for 1 turn. Booster gold gains +1 energy. Booster gold skills deal 25% more super damage to all enemies afflicted with shock. Okay. Hello. All sounds good. Does it sound menacing? No. Problematic? Absolutely. It sounds very, very problematic. This much continuous pushback is gonna be a nuisance to deal with. Now let's look at his badge, guys. What does his badge do? Excuse me. Let's see his badge. His badge, Team Manager, further enhances product placement and rewards teams that manipulate the action bar, turning booster gold into an even stronger source of healing, tempo, and energy. The product placement also heals his team of 10% of their max HP. So his passive every round is healing his teammate for 10%. Using Goldstar Gambit progresses all allies by 15% on the action bar. And then, last but not least, when allies progress on the action bar due to a skill, add 1 energy. Hold on. When allies progress on the action bar due to a skill, add 1 energy. Due to a skill. Okay, I'm not sure what the third part is. I'm assuming if you have something built in your kit that progresses when allies progress from the action bar due to a skill. Alright, so I'm not sure exactly what the third one is, to be honest. I'm assuming either your own skill or his skill, whenever it triggers and progresses you on your action bar, you get 1 energy. That's what I think it is. Not 100% sure. We'll have to look at that in game to get a better understanding. But that being said, badge 20, easy peasy required. No question about it. Now, the big question, is there team synergy or not? I doubt there is, to be honest. He does have a team synergy. All deployed allies attack HP and defense plus 6%. Increase shock damage dealt by 10%. That's at rank 4. So nothing major, to be honest, in his kit, but that's still rank 4. We gotta see what it does at rank 10. But since he has a team synergy, guys, recommend 1 copy at the least. Now, thankfully, since he has a team synergy, he may be somewhat viable, but I am having a bit of an issue how to deal with him. Problem is, will he? Will he be a good enough character to replace these lot? Now, my first instinct is I will have to use it beside Black Lightning and Black Adam to get the best out of him, which means to replace Ruthie. But question is, does Booster Gold provide enough in his kit to replace Ruthie? Because Ruthie is absolute beast. She is brilliant. That dodge that she applies, you can't beat that. Now, my other team, my Firestorm team, there's no way will I be replacing Firestorm and Zod as a combination. That team's combination is just crazy. Still unbeatable. But this team is also very strong. Now I can replace Superman and bring Ruthie up front, but then I've got no tanks. 2 DPS and a support up front. And then if I place Booster Gold at the back, then I got a team that consists of 3 support and no tank. Is that really a viable team? And of course, if I remove Ruthie, no Supergirl, team synergy. But since Booster Gold does have a team synergy, that might be the way to forward. Get Supergirl as main tank, Ruthie up front, use her dodge capability to keep them dodged, That way they don't take any big hits. At back, Black Adam middle, 2 support on the side, both just putting out that shock and letting Black Adam go to town. That's the best way to do it. I think we can go forward. We can go forward on that, because this team, to be honest, once Artemis and Nubia become rank 10, this team will be hard to deal with. Because he applies shield, he enhances her, she takes out any invulnerability, executioner. I got everything I needed on this team. Or I retire these lot completely, or maybe not even. Retire these two, pop her here, bring in Mr. T, and use his team synergy to buff up the 3 at the back. That's the other option. But we will have to see. Anyway, guys, not long to go. We've got about 6 hours so while I'm recording this until booster goal arrives. Now, as I said, I would suggest 1 copy at the least before you do anything. I'm gonna try and do a summon straight away when it comes live, but we'll see. I've got work again in the morning. So anyway, guys, so that's all for now. Do leave a like and sub to the channel, and we'll see you on our next one. See ya.
Thanks for watching. Leave a like on the video and don't forget to subscribe.